Meet the Six Nations superhumans, from the ex-slaughterman to a national judo champion. This year's Six Nations is almost upon us, where superhuman players will strike fear into their opposite numbers, be it with their colossal height, huge weight or Herculean strength. Even among the giants, powerhouses and big hitters who will grace the Northern Hemisphere's premier international competition over the coming weeks, starting with France against Wales on Friday night, these players stand out for their extraordinary physical abilities. The man mountain that is Devin Toner will front up once again for Ireland this year. The second row wears a size 15 boot and towers above his opponents at 6 feet 10 inches. Toner is of the mold of locks from yesteryear, prized for their beef rather than their dexterity and footballing skills in the close quarters. The La Rochelle prop is the heaviest player in the tournament, having tipped the scales at 24 stone, although he may be closer to 22 stone now. He is so big that he had to have his debut jersey, against Fiji back in 2014, specially made for him as his frame was too large to fit into France's regular-sized tops. He weighs twice as much as the tournament's lightest player, Wales scrum-half Tomos Williams, and is heavier than the average adult male panda bear. Good luck stopping him. Jacques Brunel was inundated with calls to include Demba Bamba in this year's Six Nations squad, and he answered. The 20-year-old may be wet behind the ears, he made his debut only in November, but if he gets his chance in this campaign then watch out. He was national judo champion when he was 14 and claims the upper body strength he harnessed in the sport is the reason he is such a terrifying ball carrier. He could be France's next wrecking ball. Jamie Body built his solid frame outside the conventional confines of the gym. The Glasgow warrior once spent 5 years lugging around cow carcasses as part of his job as a slaughterman. Poor cows, man, he told the BBC. Standing killing cows all day. I'll have killed 100,000 cows and I remember thinking at the time, I can't be in here for the rest of my days. I just can't be. From the abattoir to the test arena, via a job as a doorman at Dusk nightclub in Stirling, the 25-year-old will hope to make a dent in this year's campaign after earning his Scotland recall. Sergio Parisse is a beacon of Italian rugby. At the ripe old age of 35, he is ripped to the hills and his 6 feet 4 inches frame hits his opposite number like a train. With 134 caps, the most of anyone in this year's competition, the No. 8 has certainly been there and done that. When he steps out against Scotland at Murrayfield for his 66th Six Nations appearance, he will take over Brian O'Driscoll as the player with the most outings in the competition. Parisse is Italy's talisman and a bona fide legend of Northern Hemisphere rugby. Expect all good things from the Azzurri to centre around the giant back rower. Billy Vunipola will be England's most lethal weapon with ball in hand this campaign. The Saracens' No. 8 will hope to rekindle his best form when he puts on the white jersey, and one thing is for sure, there will have been no shortage of work in the gym. Vunipola, when his knee allows, typically squats up to 230 kilograms and will often put 50 kilograms on his back and explode into the air in barbell jump drills. His power sessions have enabled him to become one of the most vaunted back rowers in the game. The scariest sights in the Six Nations may not be in the form of giants. Indeed, for many forwards the sight of a jet-heeled winger flying towards them might be the most terrifying of all. England's Johnny May has recorded a sprint speed faster than 8-time Olympic gold medalist Usain Bolt. In 2017, he clocked a 40-meter sprint speed of 10.49 meters per second during one of Eddie Jones's training sessions. Truly frightening for those forwards a little soft around the edges. Tomos Williams will have to haul down players twice his weight during this year's championship, see Antonio. The Cardiff Blues scrum-half has made his own mark on Welsh rugby, lauded for his sniping ability and fleetness of foot around the field. He may be small but make no bones about it, the 24-year-old will mix it with the big boys over the next 2 months. Dan Robson is poised to make his England debut when Jones's men head to Dublin. Standing opposite him will be Toner, a remarkable 1 foot 4 inches taller than him. The Wasps scrum-half will be clinging onto these giants' legs for dear life during the tournament. But, as the old adage goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And finally, let's spare a thought for the youngsters. The youngest of all is Romain Tamak, the exciting Toulouse back who will make his debut against Wales on Friday night. If the name sounds familiar, that's because he's the son of Émile Tamak, who won 46 caps during a brilliant career with France and Toulouse in the 1990s. Tamak Jr. will no doubt show just why he is one of the most exciting prospects in French rugby, but will he stack up to the physical tests against these beasts?